Hi. I don't know if anybody wants to come in or not. Up to you. I'm turning on. Oh, okay. I put it this way. Hi. I've got it on in another way so that I can see the comments. Hi. Who's here? Okay. So I hope you got a snack or your dinner so we can eat together. We have a lunch. Who's this? Can have lunch together. I brought my lunch over here and I figured we could talk story while we have our lunch. It's just like having dinner together, yeah? Okay, so hope you're having a great day. Whoever you are, I know who one of you are. Anyhow, how's your day been? Oh, let's see. Jim the Cactus, which would be Lizzie, right? We haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? We got one more viewer. Welcome. Did you bring a snack or your dinner since you're in the mainland? So I'm having lunch. It's only, oh, it's almost 1 o'clock here in Hawaii. So I've been so-so. My knee's been giving me terrible fits, and my sciatica in my hip is really acting up. So any kind of good energy or prayers you want to send out there, thank you very much. Today it's kind of better because my husband rubbed some CBD cream in the area and it numbed it up real well. But now that my ibuprofen is worn off, it's coming back. Oh, thank you. So I don't have to read it up here because, and I guess I can, because I've got, I got me a little pad. And if Dennis is watching, hi, see, I got the idea. I could see people's comments easier. But you know what? The comments disappear even on this one. I did it this way, Lizzie, because, oh wow, we got 5 people. Because I thought that the words would stay up and not go away, but they fade out the same way that this one does. So that's kind of, yeah, it kind of blows the idea. Anyhow, what you got to eat? And who all do we have here? Hi, Nicole. You're going to go get something to eat. That sounds good. The baby says, good, Mama. Get me a snack. We got 5 people. I know 1, 2, 3 of them. So there's 2 that are not saying hi. So I've had a busy morning and I just got home a few minutes ago. And now, of course, I have Elle at my shoulder saying, why are you talking to that cell phone? I don't understand. And she says, Mom, you need to give me one of those goodies. And I'll go away and leave you alone for 5 minutes. We're going to make it quick. And then I'm going to either make a video or I could make this a long video. Up to you. Doesn't matter to me. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm going to take a bite while she goes and gets... I have a peanut butter sandwich. What'd you have for dinner, Lizzie? This could be a mail call too. Because I stopped at the post office and picked up a bunch of stuff. There was 8 packages. Wow! Elle, get off. Here's one of the packages. I have to wait. It's from Melody. I know what this is. That's from Melody. Hi, Melody. Sorry I'm having lunch. I hope you got a snack there too. It was my choice between... I'm sorry, Bachi. It was my choice between spending 10 minutes eating by myself and shaving that 10 minutes off of time with you guys. And I thought, what? Maybe they're eating dinner. We can eat together. Melody, what you cooking? Mine is peanut butter and Miracle Whip. My husband taught me that 45 years ago. Before then, I thought I didn't ever hear of it. And then when he told me, I went, ooh, 9 to 11. Wow. That's really late to eat, Lizzie. Melody, what are you cooking for dinner? Beef tacos and slow cooker chicken. It's a carnivore's fiesta. I'm a carnivore. I'm just not at lunchtime. We got 6 people. Hi, 6 people. If you're new to our channel, my channel, I'm Sunny. Nice to meet you. And welcome to our Ohana. I have a little Bachi baby here. Bachi is the Italian word for kisses. And it was a good thing I named her Kisses. Wasn't it a good thing I named you Kisses? Because she likes to kiss. Her mom likes to kiss too, especially when they think I'm going to... Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll open it. Let me get the kids some... I'm going to push this back a little bit so I can get in the bottom drawer. This is really why they love me. Not sponsored. I heard that Peter was saying, you got to make sure that you say it's not sponsored. But this is really why they love me. That's the only reason. It's the old joke about the kid that's parents had to tie a pork chop around their neck so the dog wouldn't play with them. Nah, they love me. But mostly they love me when it's time for treats. Okay. Let's pull this back closer to me. I hope everybody's having a good New Year. Ellie, you get the biggest piece because Bachi had a beginning piece. Okay. Now, I had this set up and it has given me no help whatsoever. I don't know what I have to do to get these words to stay on here all the time and not go away. Do you know, is there a setting in here? Anyhow. So, tell me what the new year has been to you so far. Hey, Nicole, are you still feeling okay? You ready to tell us that you got a girl? I'm crossing fingers for a girl for Nicole. Well, my husband's been home. We've been working on the house. Still a lot more to do. I'm glad you're feeling great, Nicole. Um, Even though there's a lot yet to do on the house, we're making so much progress, and I'm feeling lighter psychologically, happier. It feels like we're going to feel more comfortable when we get a lot of this stuff that we were just clinging to. We didn't use it. We didn't really need it. At the time we got it, we thought we needed it. Typical, right? Everybody does it. And probably next week we'll say, darn, why did I throw that out? Because I could have really used it. But you know what? I'm going to just get over it. Oh, good, Nicole. We're not even into the cleaning stage really yet. We're into the sorting and throwing. And if we open up stuff that I got today, we'll call it a haul. Because I stopped at Ross's. You'll see that I made one bad boo-boo. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to get my lunch done first. I was kind of shaky, that's why. And with you guys being so many hours ahead of us in the mainland, I figured I better have lunch with you. So, what you eating, Lizzie? Oh, you're not going to eat until 9 or 11 o'clock. And then what time, Lizzie, what time do you go to bed then if you eat at 9 or 11 o'clock? Oh, Jim the Cactus, you're Katie? Who is Lizzie? Who's Lizzie? I could swear to God that Jim the Cactus was Lizzie. That doesn't seem right. Are you sure you're Kate? Okay, Kate, if you say so. Okay, so I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to eat a banana. Oh, apparently with one of my lunch pills on it. Oh, okay. Well, golly, who was it that was Lizzie? She had a different name, too. And she was in the other day. Katie, were you in my other? That is so weird. Katie, were you in my, Jim is Katie. Okay. Nicole, can you remember when we were talking to a young lady named Katie? Named Lizzie, and like their family's house got smashed during the hurricane, and she was going to go up to, I think, Chicago or something to be with her grandma. Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. Should I put it away? She eats bananas. And then she said no. Oh well, we'll figure it out. I'll go look at some of my old videos. Oh, well, that must have been you then. Huh. I'll look at some of the old videos and see who said their name was Lizzie. Well, it was that or let it go really brown, Nicole, so, and mushy, so I didn't want to have to make, although banana pancakes sounds really good. If they get mushy, I make banana pancakes. Did you guys enjoy my cooking things? Hi, Michelle. I hope you get some food so you can join in and eat with us, Michelle. Melody is cooking beef tacos and chicken, slow cooker chicken. I've been drinking up all of the coffee and eating all the frog jam that Michelle sent me. So, anyhow, I'm just having me a peanut butter sandwich. Oh my God, that sounds so good, Michelle. Do tell us, what is in... That's where you use real Hungarian paprika, right? My mom taught me a goulash, but it's not really goulash, not the real thing. Cheers to everyone. We lost one person. It was probably my husband lurking at work. Or if he is still on and he's lurking, I hope your lunch that I packed was really yummy, honey. Tomatoes, onions, red and yellow bell peppers, and very small diced beef and carrots. Wow. So real Hungarian goulash is more like a stew, not so much a pasta thing, huh? Oh, Michelle, you did not. Oh, whoever it was is probably back. They might just be having some issues with not Facebook, YouTube. So you see, my roots are really dark, but guess what? My friend Alberta, her granddaughter, her name is Kahanu, or Chantel. She's got two names. Every girl in that family has two names. Their Haole name and then their Hawaiian name. Anyhow, Kahanu said that she would do my roots for me. I told her that I would give her money, and she says, no, you're family. I'm not going to charge you anything. So I went over to, when I was done at Ross's, ranch package and taco package and chicken breast cook in the slow cooker until it shreds. Yum. So Kahanu has offered, and I, after I was done at Ross's, I slipped into Sally's and picked up some of the bleaching powder and the 30 volume. So I'm going to have to have a conference with her and ask when she can do it. I want it to be at her leisure, not mine. So anyhow, it's too bad. If I knew that my husband was here listening, I would ask him a question. I actually may as well turn this off because I can read the words up here where you guys are. And then I don't have to look down here, see? I think I'll turn it off. Now where's the button? Okay. I'm almost pow with my sandwich. So you put a package of ranch, the dry dressing, and the taco seasoning, and chicken breast, and then you could put those all together in the slow cooker. That sounds yummy. I bet I could cook it in my pressure cooker too, really fast. I've been doing more things in the pressure cooker lately because you have the good taste of slow cooker, but it's fast, like really fast. The banana is all gone. Hey, Melody, that's a great idea, honey. 2 bonus points. High five. Elle, do you really want a bite of my sandwich? Elle is always hungry. She's a big girl. She's wearing her big girl panties. And apparently she's eating my crust of my sandwich. Good girl. Okay, bye-bye. And then, oh, Instapots rock and roll. Then I broke off some of the crust around here, but look at what I made last night. My poor husband, he didn't like it because I put nutmeg in it, and he doesn't like nutmeg. And I thought, well, maybe this will be one time when he would like it, but he didn't, so. Oh well, sorry. I made a mistake. I guess I should just throw the nutmeg away. Apparently I shouldn't even have it in the house. But it tastes like eggnog. It's a buttermilk pie. They had a lot of recipes. And you know, right after I made it, I saw a recipe that won $400 in a pie contest. And I should have used that recipe. So this has a stick of butter, 2 eggs, buttermilk, sugar, a couple of tablespoons of flour, and 1 tablespoon of cornmeal. No, I haven't, Michelle. Can you post the recipe somewhere for me? Maybe up on, you know where here on YouTube we now have that community tab, and we talk story on there a little bit? Why don't you put your recipe for Amish buttermilk pie up there? I like it. Mm. I think Elle wants to like it. She's like, let me like it, Mom. She's spoiled. I want to make small little individual pecan pies. I make a really good pecan pie. And I was going to cut out the pie crust in circles and kind of put it down in my muffin tin and make small little individual. Dennis will like that. This would have been fine if I left the nutmeg out. It's not bad for people that like eggnog would like this. So I gave him heck at the post office this morning about Peter Mon's Christmas present that I sent him. And she double checked and she said they don't know where it is, but she has a sneaky suspicion that it accidentally got put on a boat instead of an airplane. Because when they go on the boat, she said they don't scan them until they get to the mainland. And then they'll scan them, and then they'll follow them. Because I told her, what good is giving us a tracking number if we can't see? And I said, I understand with all of the holiday, I can understand where maybe 1 or 2 of the locations would forget to scan it. but for all locations to scan it. And she said, well, give it another week or so and then come file a claim. And I said, but then will they stop shipping it? She goes, oh no, it'll still go to him eventually. But you can get your $50 back. I said, oh, because that comes with your flat rate, right? I've sent him a couple messages in comment section of his videos to let him know that I'm sorry that I sent his Christmas present out on the 18th and it was supposed to be there the 22nd. Anyhow, I just hope he gets there quick. Did you guys hear that he's going to make a trip to LA in the first week of February? This buttermilk pie actually tastes really yummy to me. Oh no, oh, you're saying oh no about his present. By the way, what was I going to tell you? Oh, I was going to ask you if anybody watched the review of M&M's. Oh, now Nicole, when you were pregnant with your boys, were you hungry for chocolate then? Oh, you're laying down like a potato. Now all I have to do is take my vitamins, my new vitamins, where you take 3 every, oh, when I go to the grocery store, I'm going to get us a steak. I usually have us a steak at least once a week. My favorite M&M's is, and I was so excited because when he tasted it, the one that I like the best, he really liked it a lot, was the coffee nut one. This is one of the finds that we've done while we were working on clearing out clutter. I always had this cup part, but I had lost track of the handle, and I had lost track of the lid. Yay, the things you find. Sippy, sippy. Is everybody, okay, over here, Ellie, over here. Eat to your heart's content. I gave her the little crust to my things. Okay, is everybody ready to either see a haul or mailbag? Which one? Should I do a haul from Ross's or a mailbag? What I got in the mail. Everybody vote now. Oh, we're down to 4 people? That is just too bad. It was up to 8. Nicole says both. Okay, that's a third option. Katie's still here. What do you vote for, Katie? A haul from Ross's or a mail call? Michelle votes both. Okay. Mail call. We got one more person in here. Oh, that might have still been me on here. I don't know. I thought I closed it down, but well, why don't we see what we'll, if we can do both? Okay, let's start with the Ross haul, because it was a little haul. It's a big bag, but it's a little haul. Okay, see, here on my cooking table in the living room, I always have paper towels, but I'm always chasing them. They fall down off the thing. So while I was at Ross's, I got me a paper towel holder to put on my cooking table. So I can put this there. Now it shouldn't fall down anymore. Yay! That's so humbug when it falls down. Okay, that's one thing. Then, for my husband's bathroom, I got one too. Because let's face it, it's a lot more hygienic to have a paper towel and throw it away after you wash your hands than to use a towel, you know, that's sitting out, a hand towel. And you might guess, for my bathroom, well, I might use this one down here. It's got sunflowers on it, see? See the sunflowers? I'll use this one down here. So, that was my primary objective when I went to Ross's this morning, was to get us paper towel holders. We already got one in the kitchen. Oh, that's really nice. Do you like it? Okay, so those go upstairs to the bathrooms. Yeah, Nicole, that was my problem too. And so for $4.99, I just solved that problem. Okay, this bag can go upstairs to the bathrooms. I love paper towels. Here's my other thing that I got at Ross's, and I shouldn't have because Dennis and I already talked about negotiating it soon when we get to the kitchen and we're going through stuff that's up high that we never use. But I couldn't resist. It's a donut coffee mug. Is it not too cute? Donut. Especially since Alberta, one of my presents from Alberta was a t-shirt that says in big bold letters, "I need coffee." And underneath it, it says, "and a donut." I know, right? So we had decided we're only going to keep a couple of cups for each of us and let go of the rest of them. So I'm going to keep this one and the one that my friend just gave us a set that says, "Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I fried." Did you see those coffee mugs? Anyhow. Yep, I couldn't resist that donut, and it was the last one. So I had to have it, right? It was fate that I was there while there was still one left. You gotta go with fate. Okay, so now, first we'll open Melody's. What Melody sent me. Another present from her, which she should have put Dirty Lickens if there was a way to send Dirty Lickens in the mail at me, since I accidentally dropped her package and we thought that it was lost for all eternity. Anyhow, oh, so she sent me a little kit. "Hello, Sunny. I'm sending extra things for you to work on. This and trays and bags and pins. Any questions, please message me. Love from Melody Garcia. Oh, thank you, Melody Garcia. Look at all the goodies. Oh my goodness. What? All these colors. Diamond painting. Does anybody do diamond painting other than Melody? Look at, she's got little bags and little containers that I can keep it. Somebody put something up in the chatterbox just now. Oh, and these are pins. And this is the little wax thing. I kind of started to turn on, I don't know what happened. The other day I was watching the beginning stages of diamond painting. Oh, wow. Look at it, it's my chickens. I love chickens. Oh, I'm so excited to try this. Wow. That is a nice Christmas present. Thank you so much, Melody. She was going to do this to replace the one that with the sunflowers. Oh no! Oh. That's one thing I was supposed to get at Ross's today too. Picture frame. Oh man, I knew there was something I was forgetting. Don't get old. Your brains go to mush sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the side. Thank you, sweet Melody. Yeah. From what I understand, you push the pen into the wax, and then you can pick up a thing, and then it'll stick, right? So excited to try it. I'm going to go watch some more videos because I don't want to mess it up. Okay. So, a lot of this is from Wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one's not from Wish. And here's my other thing that my friend Alberta gave me for Christmas. It's a night shirt. She knows I dream of going in an RV and traveling and stuff. So it's a night shirt. You love Wish, Melody, and you love Wish, Nicole. Okay. Well, I had heard some humbug. Some people saying bah humbug. You know what? Before we go any further, I have got to go over by Dennis's table and get a Pepcid because that peanut butter sometimes gives me an acid feeling right here. Does anybody else get an acid feeling in their throat from peanut butter? Is that weird? Is peanut butter that acidic? I'm gonna push this away a little bit. Okay, up we go. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Pepcid. Not sponsored. Oh, it's not actually. This is an off-brand, but it works the same. I don't know why. Peanut butter didn't used to affect me like that. Okay. I'm going to try not to use ibuprofen if I can keep it from doing it. Oh, look at Alberta had put a little owl on there. A new post on Sunny's Chatterbox. Okay. Let's first see this. This is not from Wish. This is a LuLaRoe. I haven't had a new LuLaRoe dress in a really long time. And I kind of think most of the LuLaRoe ladies are going out of business. So, to help the one lady going out of business. Oh, okay, Michelle. I thought this was cotton. This doesn't feel like cotton. It is cotton. 95% cotton. Tell me if you like the print. If you don't like the print, just lie. I'm kidding. I very seldom have like this kind of a little itty bitty print. But I thought it might be good to try for a change. Wow. These newer ones are smaller. But that's okay because I'm going to be smaller myself, right? Okay. So, a new dress. That might be my last LuLaRoe dress ever. You don't know. Because things are so in flux right now for them. I don't know if they're going to keep their company going or not. And it's really a shame because a lot of people are deep in debt. You got your chocolate. Yeah, it's little orange and peachy color rosebuds, for lack of a better idea. Anyhow. It's kind of subdued for me, but we'll see. Anyhow, that's nice. I like the cotton. I wear these things even to bed. Melody, I heard that, and so not this one. It should probably be this one. This from Wish is a dress that's like an 8X. Yeah, big. So I'm figuring it's probably equivalent to a 4X. Let's see. I could always step behind the curtain and slip into it. But hey, for $2, $2 for this dress. It's an 8X. Yeah, Melody, I think I'm about a 4X because of my big zoom zooms. Yeah, I don't buy much clothes online either, but my lady friend that sells LuLaRoe, I don't consider it online because she does a live. Well, this is in a package in such a way I can't. Oh, there we go. Well, now let's see what kind of dress you get for $2. It's kind of a nylon-y material, kind of slinky. It looks like it might fit me just perfect. Should I slide behind the thing and try it on? I know what I can do. I can just see how this arm is going to fit. Hey, for $2, and I think shipping was $3, so for $5. Good thing it's a size 8X. Look at that. It fits snug. Okay. What I'll do is, Nicole, I'm going to try it on later and then have Dennis snap a full-length picture so I can post it, okay? And then we can see my legs. Alrighty. So that's from Wish. Total weight value. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't $2. It cost $5. That's a $5 dress. Okay. So since I picked up 7 things from Wish, excuse me, I already picked up a couple. So actually a lot of our stuff has come. Yeah, I had heard humbug stuff, people saying, oh, they had ordered like a whole bunch of stuff and a lot of it didn't even come and they had to get refunds. And some of it came, but it was like months and months and months. Let's see what this one is. This was torn, but the bubble wrap saved it. Now this is, oh, you know what this is? This is something that you can clamp your cell phone onto a bedside table or something, so I don't drop it. I'm constantly falling asleep and dropping it. Oh, now here's the clip. I'm gonna maybe have to be careful. It's very, oh, it's very stiff. Stretch it out. And then they've got another thing. Oh, I see how that goes. Okay. And I think you put it on like this. Wait now. I'm betting that there is no instructions. Nope, no instructions, no diagrams. Just, you know what? It's a good thing that I'm a very logical person. I'll be able to figure this out. Yes, that's how it goes. So it goes on like this. And then this screws down on it. So you pop it into that socket right there, and then you just screw this on to tighten it up. Unfortunately, I would say it's kind of super low quality, and so therefore the threads don't want to. You know what? Here, let's try this. I should have tried this in the first place. Let's try it without the thing. Oh, it does. It does screw on. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Forget about that. It's user error. Okay, first we'll thread this on. Then we'll pop it in. Then we'll tip it down so it screws easily. Ain't got time for all this. Okay. Well, that's going to work. And so then the theory is you clip this to your bedside table and you put your cell phone clamped in here. And then you're good to go. We'll work on this. But this looks like maybe, you know, the only thing I would say is when I saw it on Wish, this part here looked a whole lot longer. But also, as my husband has been busy pointing out, people don't pay attention to all the specs that they give on their website. And so sometimes we get it in our head what a thing is, but we didn't bother to get our tape measure out and see how many centimeters it would be. Well, it would be this long or whatever. So I didn't check when I just was going based on the pictures, which is wrong. Don't do that. Did I lose everybody? No, we got 8 people here watching me open my goodies. Well, I'm going to play with this screwing on thing. See, it's just screwing that thing on there. It's no big deal. I will do it later. If I was Peter, what would I do? I'd throw it back behind like that. Okay. And this, I don't know what this is. Let's find out. I think what you have to do is order with a grain of salt. I would not be one of these people that buys anything expensive on there, or like some things are real expensive. Who's ordering $1,000? Melody. Everybody that I know likes purple. How do we get this? Oh, this is for my cell phone. It was for Christmas time, and by next Christmas, I'm sure I'll have a different phone. But I could be wrong. But not likely. Look it. Is it not cute? It's not really very, very protective. It's just a silicone, clear silicone. So I was going to have to be really careful with my phone when I put that on. Now technically, winter is still with you guys. So for another month or two, I technically could have this on my phone, right? I probably will try. But my phone, if you saw, it's got this contraption on it, and it's got like 2 or 3 parts to it. And it's like a real heavy duty lockdown. I don't know how to take it off. The young ladies at T-Mobile always take it off and put it on for me. Okay, so I'm happy with that. It's exactly as it was shown. It was exactly as it was shown. And I think this was free, just pay shipping. Okay. What else do we have? This is for my husband, so I shouldn't be opening it. But I want to show you what he got. It's for his hobby. Oh, wow. And they gave a piece of paper, too. Look, they gave him a piece of paper, too. This is... Oh, he's going to like this. This is his Switch. He does all kinds of, like, transferring movies and formatting movies and sending movies to the TV set and stuff like that. But I don't know why they sent him a package of tissue paper. Free gift. They welcome. So he gets that when he gets home. He will be a happy, happy boy. He was supposed to have some I thought he was supposed to have some RCA jacks coming, but maybe those are in here. I don't know what this is. Are you guys having fun? We lost one person. It could be my husband. He saw what he wanted to see. Did she open my package? Does it look like it's good? If he's still in here, it does look like it's good, honey. I didn't take it out of the box, but what I seen, it looks like it's good. Oh! We'll see. This is to stop snoring. Now, I don't snore, but I'm going to use this, hopefully. a little case to hold it in. See, it's a little silicone thing you can put in your teeth. What is this thing? Now this actually came with instructions. I'm hoping that I can use it when I sleep because, oh thanks Michelle. Not that I snore. I'm hoping that it will keep me from biting my tongue because I lay on my side and then my tongue kind of slides to this side and then I'll wake up all night long biting the underneath side of my tongue. And I have really sharp teeth because I was meant to eat steak, man. I have really sharp teeth and they go right through my tongue and then I'll wake up bleeding and crying and sore, and then the next 2 or 3 days I can hardly talk to you because it's so sore. Blah, 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 blah. You know when my daughter got her tongue pierced, she was blah, 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 because her tongue got so thick. Anyhow, insert the blue handle into the tray hole. I did not know this when I ordered it, but I think you boil this and get it soft and then you bite on it and it forms to your teeth. So I'll have to experiment and let you know how that worked. So you put this thing inside the slot so when you're biting down you can hold it with this. Okay, well that's interesting. I'll let you know. And if I did snore a little bit, which I don't snore, Dennis would be like, no, I don't snore. Then we'll see if it stops me from snoring. But I hope it stops me from biting my tongue. Because right now, sometimes if I wake up in the middle of the night biting my tongue, I'll put my finger in between. And do you know, I've even woke up and my finger, I had bitten down on my finger so hard it wasn't bleeding, but there was definitely a ridge on it. It's like, oh, you're talking in your sleep. That's kind of romantic and sexy, kind of. That's Dennis's. Biting one's tongue is neither romantic nor sexy. And this one should be my shower curtain. You want to see my new shower curtain? Currently I have owls, but I have gone away from owls now. I'm into chickens. I've transferred my bird love from owls to chickens. Aw, thank you. You guys are fun to hang out with too. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to love, love, love. Look at what it's supposed to look like. Isn't that going to be a pretty shower curtain? Oh, and rings. Man, it is pretty. Okay, here's the landscape. We are the sunflowers. We are the flowers. I don't know. Oh no, you have the apnea stuff. Well, I'm anxious to put this up, but you know what? This feels like it's just the fabric kind. This feels like the fabric kind, so I'm going to get a clear plastic liner and put behind it. This feels like nylon. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm going to love it in my bathroom. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Did you look into that one thing that they got that you just put in your nose? Or what is that? There's one something that I heard advertised, no CPAP or something like that. Oh, I'm so excited to have my coffee tomorrow in my donut. It kind of makes me want to have donuts. I should make donuts. You have the full face. So I have to give up one of my coffee mugs because I wanted this so much. Okay, so anyhow, that's my day. I took it kind of chill because too bad Kathy's not here. I am probably going to have to order some CBD oil to take for my sciatica. I know Kathy takes it at nighttime and then wakes up and her body feels so much better. They gave Marley, who's the big dog in their backyard, before the New Year's Eve fireworks. Hey, did you guys watch the fireworks? Anyhow, they gave the dog CBD oil before the fireworks, and he didn't bark. I think he must have been asleep. Made in China. Gee, I could have got it on Wish for free and had paid only shipping. But no, I had to pay Ross's $4. No. Okay. Well, let's see. It's been an hour, so you probably are wanting to go about your ways. Burping command. Burping? Burp. Boris, where do you live? Big burp. Okay. Well, I guess that we've discovered that Wish is not too bad. Like I was saying, I don't think I would order stuff that was like, I don't know. I don't know what my cutoff would be, but within reason. Definitely burping contest. That's funny. Yeah, I would think, Katie, that It would feel claustrophobic, yeah? It seems like a lot of people have that sleep apnea. Sorry to hear that, Kate. Well, I guess I'm going to take my husband's cell phone and load some money. Have you guys that use Wish, have you ever put Wish money on at one of your CVS stores? They do not charge a fee. Like when I go to the CVS store to load money on my Walmart Visa card, they charge me $4.99 plus tax. So $5.18, which is still cheaper than probably driving all the way out to Walmart and all the way back. And it you know, it saves time. So, but if you put money on your cell phone right there and they scan the barcode, or it's a Q something, QR pattern, they scan it right there at the store, you pay them some money and it goes on your Wish money, and they don't charge you a fee. I think Kathy Skelton is coming into our chat here in a minute. So I see 9 people, but I'm not hearing anybody talk. So if you're hearing me clearly, could you give like an emoji and let me know? Otherwise, we might have some problems, technical problems. Oh, you got a cranky toddler. Well, I know you're here, Nicole. We got Jim the Cactus, which is Kate. That's 2. 3. Melody's 4. Michelle is 5. So it says we got 9, and I can think of 5 people. So 4 lurkers. Peeping Toms and Thomases. What would be a girl name for Thomas? Thomasita. Oh. Anyhow. Oh, I know what I need to do. Fill up my ice with some water. So anyhow, anybody going to lose weight this year? My goal is going to be 3 pounds a week. That's not too bad. Ty, hi Ty. Nice to see ya. I remember the name Ty from another one of our visits. Hope the new year is treating you well. Oh, what time is it where you're at, Ty? I would to lose a couple because I'm starting to get a belly, but I'm fine where I'm at. Okay, I have a really weird question. Does anyone remember having colored toilet paper? Hey, I do, Michelle. I do. And come to think of it, I didn't even stop to realize that we don't anymore. We used to always get like a pale pink or a pale blue. The pale green I thought was like no bueno. No, Michelle, you didn't dream it. We did have it. Well, Kate, I'm glad that somebody's right where they need to be. I may or may not travel to the mainland. And even if I do travel to the mainland, even if I do drop, say, 120 pounds before I go, I'm still going to get first class. Because with my issues with my varicose veins, what looks good, Ty? My glass of water? We've already eaten lunch. You missed it. Sorry. Kate, I'm not sure. Kind of depends on where my granddaughter and my great-grandson is. I might try to stop in Florida because I have not seen my friends Frank and Aggie in golly. Well, this February, my daughter will make 38 years old, and I think when we saw Frank and Aggie, they lived up in Illinois. She was maybe 3. So 25 years ago, 35 years ago. So last time I saw them, they live in Florida, and my good friend Sam lives in Florida. And I'm really excited. Do you guys remember me talking about Samantha, my friend Sam, that lives in Florida? She just had a baby girl, Isabella. And she was about 3 or 4 years ago, she was on the TV show called Married at First Sight. And so she's got some exciting things coming up soon. And as soon as they announce it, I will be sharing that with you. And yeah, so you'll want to stay tuned for more information about that. I just know there's something exciting happening. So anyhow, that'll be fun to hear what that is that's going to go on. So anyhow, yeah, my friend, she was on Married at First Sight, and it didn't work out. And I think personally that it was all in the stars because she fell in love with this young man named Chris, and he's a wonderful guy, and they'll be married soon. And they have the little daughter, Isabella, that's just so pretty. And she's already starting to get her first little toothy showing up underneath the gum. So anyhow, and poor Samantha, Sam, she had to go back to work this week. So say a little prayer for her, because all of you guys that are mothers that had to go to work and then leave your kids when they were babies, you know that's not easy. At that stage, it's really sad, right? Anyhow. I'm going to try to get my pillow up from there and support my back a little bit better. All we need is a deck of cards and we can play poker. We need to have another game night. You know, it was fun trying to do those questions from the Family Feud. I should get that book out. We can play Family Feud again. So, I think I'm going to treat Dennis out to McDonald's tonight. Yeah, Nicole, that's really hard, isn't it? All of us that stayed home with our kids, we didn't have to say goodbye when they were young. The first time I left Rachel was when she was 17 months old, and I had started to take a couple of college classes at the local community college. And I dropped her off. It was at a Christian daycare. And in their basement, they had this huge, it was like a playground room, and all kinds of equipment and toys, and it was really spread out, wide open, so the kids could run and holler and play. And so she was 17 months and an only child, and I dropped her off, and she ran and started playing with the kids immediately. And I kind of hung around like by the door and talking to the teacher, and I thought, she's gonna cry and come running to me. She never did. So I went to my class. I had my 2 classes, and then I came back, and they had done stuff, and she was back playing some more, but they had gone and, you know, had a snack, had a little lay down time, and then they came back to play. So I'm hollering at her, Rachel, come on, let's go home. And she kind of just ignored me at first, kind of looked at me like, come on, come to mama. It's time to go home now. And then she comes walking over, and she's crying, and she's like, no, stay, kids. She wanted to stay with the kids and play. And my little mother heart just went crack. Oh, wrong answer, Rachel. Oh. She liked the kids. Night. Who's going home? Who's saying goodnight? Oh, your friends are going to New Orleans. Oh, it's Michelle that's leaving. Night, Michelle. Oh, take a picture of your goulash. I want to see it. Tell Adam I say hi. I hope everybody had fun watching me just kind of crack up over the fireworks. That was really incredible. I've seen fireworks before, but some way there's a big difference when you see them from a distance than if they're shot like just one house in front of you. Okay, the house in front of Alberta's, it was right in their backyard, and they were shooting them, and the trade winds was blowing them our direction. And I was sitting in Alberta's driveway on a chair and just looking up like this, and they were exploding exactly above me. And it was like, oh, and it was such a rush. The adrenaline rush. It was just an adrenaline rush, and it made me laugh, and I was just totally freaking out. It was so funny. Anyhow, so I hope you enjoyed that. I know that at one time I was trying to give you all a sense of like it was all the way around us. So I know I turned my camera this way, and you're like, there's like one house here, one house here, one house here, all throwing off aerials. And eventually I got this turned right up. I was just trying to let you know that it was like almost every other house was throwing off aerials. And then behind Alberta's house and kind of catty corner from her, they were throwing off aerials. And the trade winds were blowing them our direction too. So like from 2 different angles, they were coming like this. And they were both exploding right above me. All I had to do is tip my head up like that. It was like right above me. It was like, whoa. And it just is so different than when you're watching from a distance. Has anybody ever had the fireworks explode right immediately above your head, way up high up there? It is something else. Oh, now who's going? Hi, Janice. You're going to have to watch the replay. We opened so many stuffs. I showed what I got at Ross's today. This is my one real exciting thing. Because one of my presents from Alberta was a t-shirt that in big bold letters says, "I need coffee." And then in smaller letters underneath it, it says, "and a donut." So when I saw this, I'm like, I gotta have that. And it was the last one. I see you. I know, for $4 at Ross's, right? And it was the last one, so it was fate. And so I showed what I got at Ross's, and then I had probably my last LuLaRoe dress, because LuLaRoe, I think, is on the way out. I'm kind of sort of thinking, I'm not sure, but I got a sneaky suspicion. So I have a new dress. It's styled like this one, and it's made out of 95% cotton, which I love. It comes so soft when I wash it and put my fabric softener. And a lot of times these are so comfortable, these t-shirt cotton ones, that I'll even wear them to bed sometimes, like a long bed shirt. And then I got this size 8X, which translates to about a 3 or a 4X from China, from the Wish. And it was a whopping $5 for this shirt. Now wait, you know what? I was telling them originally it was $2 plus $3 shipping. So maybe that's why Wish put on there that it was $5. You know, on the labels, Wish tells how much. So anyhow, I'm going to try that on and have Dennis take a full-length picture. And then I had a sunflower shower curtain, which I thought it was plastic, but my bad. I should read the description better, because it's more like a nylon, like a fabric shower curtain. So I'm going to get a clear liner and put it under that, and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm excited. I got free shower curtain rings for the shower curtain. And the shower curtain, oh, I'm going to show you. It's looking like this. Okay. So that's about that. And I had a peanut butter sandwich, and I ate some buttermilk pie. Bad for my diet. I'm supposed to be changing my eating habits, so we'll see. Because my goal is to lose 3 pounds a week. I guess Friday could be my cheat day. Oh, this is Thursday. Thursday can't be my cheat day. I think Saturday should be my cheat day. I'm going to probably cheat tonight, taking Dennis out to McDonald's. He doesn't know it yet. Unless he's one of the lurkers. But poor guy, has not had a McDonald's for a couple of weeks because he's been home on vacation. And we kind of cocooned and just stayed at the house. So what was your New Year's Day, January 1st like, Janice? I stayed home. My knee was bad, so I just kind of made breakfast, and after that I made a snack or something, and then I rested for a couple hours, and then I came downstairs and made the glazed ham, which turned out so good. That low sodium ham is just perfect, and you put some brown sugar and pineapple and flip it a few times in the oven and keep using the bulb thing, and you did nothing and loved it. Right, Melody sent me the I put it on the side where nothing can hurt it. The diamond painting, I put it somewhere safe. You all know that when I say I put it somewhere safe, it can be the kiss of death. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. Things go in, but they never come out. So, let's see. There's my shower curtain. That's my dress. We got a lot of rubbish here. That's rubbish. Aha! Look what Melody sent me. It's one of those diamond painting kits. And I'm going to learn how to do it. And I might actually, once I study the videos, I might actually show me trying to do it. Well, let's see, I'm too. There we go. And it's my beloved chickens. Oh. Okay, Kate. Bye. Oh, you have to watch your sister. Okay. Okay, Nicole. Well, I probably should let everybody go. I've been on for an hour and a half. But poor Janice just got here. So anyhow, I'm going to learn on the videos on YouTube how to do this diamond painting. And then I'm going to try to do it. So what is your weather like today? Is it freezing? We should have started out, the next live I do, we're going to start out with a roll call where everybody posts their temperature of where they're at today. That would be so fun. Hey Janice, did you watch me freaking out and giggling like a schoolgirl at the fireworks? It was so fun. I never had so much fun watching fireworks in my life. It's just above freezing. Ah. Oh, it was so funny. I cut a bunch of it out. That actually went on for about 20 minutes. And you know what? I have seen videos from all over the island. And one of them was done by, I posted on the Chatterbox one of them. And that was done by a drone. And then there was another one in Waipahu. And I think that's just looking out from some home that's up high. Anyhow, our legislators banned the sale and use of aerials. And as they say in Texas, hold my beer. And that's what happened. They banned them, and everybody said, ah! And they went and bought a ton of them. And there was more aerials going off on Oahu, illegal, all over the place. They couldn't try to arrest anybody if they wanted to. They wouldn't have enough jails to put them in. Janice, they try to make everything illegal here. This is an extremely blue state. They don't want you to have anything. They want to tax you to death, and the legislatures can have everything, and they can set it up the way they want it. And all of us are just supposed to say, yes, sir, yes, sir. But it's so ingrained in our culture to celebrate on the 4th of July and New Year's with fireworks. That was a bad move for them to say that they were banning. Now people are saying, oh, they shouldn't ban it because then they can tax it. And I'm like, no, leave it illegal because then they can't get our taxes. They already, like California, they already get so much taxes on anything and everything. Pretty soon they're going to tax if you pass gas. Every time you pass gas, they're going to charge you. Janice, get this. Technically, our state is supposed to have concealed carry. Get this. You can file all the applications you want. You can be a picture-perfect candidate for concealed carry. You could have professional training and certification. They still won't issue it. One guy sued him because he had put in his application and he was perfect for the concealed carry, and they don't even consider it. They don't issue even one. So that's where I live. That's what kind of shenanigans goes on. They got a law that we're supposed to be concealed carry, but they think, well, if we don't process any applications, then, oh well. Ain't that lovely? So anyhow, the population here, they said they can't have those aerials. Oh, Janice, the crime rate's going way up because the criminals know, the criminals could care less about. Murders have been up from what it used to be. Night Melody, the criminals, of course, they don't care about the rules and regulations about guns. They'll just go get one anyhow. And they know that even in your home, that our laws are such that you're supposed to dial 911 and get them coming. You're supposed to run to your furthest section of your home. And if you shoot, then if it's a multi, like if it's an apartment, later on down the road, when it's all said and done, they're going to arrest you for reckless endangering, because theoretically the shooting your gun in your apartment could have gone into the apartment next door and hit somebody. If you shoot the guy and it doesn't matter if he's got a gun at your head. They had one guy that had a gun at somebody's head, and anyhow, yeah, get this, Janice, the criminals are allowed to sue for what you're doing in your home to protect your family and your possessions. They are allowed to sue. Or if you shoot them and they die, their family's allowed to sue for wrongful death or something like that. I can't remember what. Yeah, so basically the criminals feel like they got free rein to do whatever. Yeah. And people are, and of course the problem is also, yeah, it is scary, Janice. The problem also is the heroin and the crystal meth and the, what is that other one? Cocaine. Those are running rampant. And so there's a lot of crime because they need money for their drugs. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. That's why I said when people come over here, if you're down in Waikiki, you be darn careful because people have been attacked in Waikiki at like 1 or 2 in the morning coming out of a club. Mugged, robbed, kidnapped, stabbed, shot. Yeah. So, I know that's cheery. Not. That's why, sometimes it seems like it would be so much better to come to the mainland. But the one thing that's good is over here, if there is a really, really bad guy, they can't just hop on an airplane and get lost. And our island is actually, size-wise, the city of San Antonio, Texas is pretty sprawled out. That city's borders is way, way bigger than our entire island. So, and then everybody seems to know everybody, even though there's like, how much is there? 500,000, 700,000 on this island, something like that. It's still, even though it's a big town, they say it's the smallest, it's the littlest big town in the world. Everybody's cousin knows other people's aunties, cousins, mothers, whatever. So wherever you go, like I've gone with local people all over the island, and inevitably we always bump into somebody that they know. So if you're a really bad dude and they're looking for you, there's not too many places to hide. So that's a good thing for us. And then also, like people coming in, do you really think that like some of the bad guys on the mainland are going to want to pop $1,000 to fly over to Hawaii? And then they could get busted because they're looking for them. So, TSA or whatever has been notified who's on the run in the mainland. They're always got face recognition and coming in, right? So we're a little bit isolated, and that can be a good thing. Keeps us a little safer. Like in the mainland, one thing that I find upsetting, Janice, he hasn't even got it. You know what, Janice? They try to keep it all hush hush because they don't want to ruin the tourist trade. They don't even know where the box to Peter is. I went to the post office this morning and I showed her, and she looked it up and she goes, oh, I'm kind of got a gut feeling that it might have accidentally got put on a boat, a ship to go across, in which case it might take another week before it gets to California. She says, because it doesn't show, we can't see. That's the thing that was upsetting me, is when you get a flat rate box and they tell you you got tracking, I like to go like every other day, pop on their tracking site, plug in the number, and oh, it's here now, and kind of just see where it's at, and follow it. There is not one. It just says they received it on the 18th and that it left on the 22nd and it's on its way to its next destination. So she thinks it got on a boat by accident instead of flying over on the airplane. So I'm so upset about it. I've tried to leave messages in his comment section. I said, well, if I do file a claim, then do they stop shipping it? And she goes, oh no, it'll still go. So we'll see. I've tried to leave him a couple comments. I hope he's noticed it. I got excited when he said something about he loved me back or something. I can't remember what he said. It was on a day when I woke up and it really made me smile. because I had put something in there that his package was supposed to be there, but they can't find it where it's at or something. So he probably knows it's on its way. I'm so anxious for him to open it and see what his reaction is. But with it being late, one of them is just, one of the things that was the main thing is like, well, enjoy it next year, because it was a Christmassy kind of thing. Oh, come back. I got to see the words. Oh, bye, Ty. Fix a yummy dinner. Have a nice evening. Well, it's got a lot of different stuff in it, Janice, so there's some things, yeah. And yes, he will love it. Even though he won't get to really enjoy the one item until next Christmas. Who knows? Maybe he'll hang it up even though it's not Christmas. We love you too, Ty. You be safe and careful with your weather there. I got to keep drinking water. Janice, what'd you fix for supper tonight? I've been cooking up a storm, as you may well know, from watching all my cooking videos. But tonight, I'm going to treat Dennis to McDonald's. He loves McDonald's. He always jokes that if I cross over first, he's going to live at McDonald's. Oh, you went to Chipotle's. And he didn't have McDonald's for a couple of weeks because he hasn't been at work. And we usually go after I pick him up at work. Now, I did not tell him when I dropped him off this morning. And if he's watching and lurking, which I don't think he is, then I've spoiled the surprise. But I was going to pick him up and say, taking you to McDonald's. Our best McDonald's is actually just down the street from where he works. It's in Kailua. And they have those touch screens, and I love it because I can order my hamburger with no salt. Did you know that when you go to McDonald's, if they've got one, and you can even do it verbally, but hello, a lot of the people that are running the punch thing don't even know. A lot of the kids don't even know that when you tell them, oh, I don't want any salt on my burger patty, they'll go, huh? I said, there's a button down there for no salt on the patty. And then they'll be like searching and searching and searching. But when you use the touchscreen where you get to order your own stuff, it's so much easier. And then it comes out in the back, in the kitchen, and they see it right there. Patty, no salt. You know, no pickles, no mustard, whatever. And then you get your burger really perfect. So, I like that. And they have a much nicer McDonald's in Kailua. And they just renovated the one in Kaneohe, but it is a corporate owned, which they should have to be held to higher standards. You know what? They've got a flag and a flagpole. They don't bother to put the flag up. It's never up. And before they closed, it was 5, 6, 7 months that there was no bathrooms open, which is bad. And I was there when one guy broke into the men's room, and he said, you know what? This is, and he said a naughty word, this sign about where it's constantly not open. He said, I know how to break into places. I broke into your bathroom. Your sinks are working, they're functional. Your toilets are working, they're functional. There's nothing broken in there. You need to let us be in there, and you need to let people. And do you know that the young whippersnapper, I know that's an old-fashioned word, but it's so good description of the dude that was the manager at the time. He looked like he was all of 19. And he was sitting there with a smirk on his face when this guy was calling him out for lying to the public. And the guy says, I'm going to call the Better Business Bureau. I'm going to call this and this. He's worked in he said he worked with the plumbers union and this and this and this, and it's not right. And that Better Business Bureau would want to know that they were lying, that their plumbing was not functional, just so that they could lock the door. Because some of the homeless people go in there, see, and they probably don't want the homeless people coming in and using the restroom, but they don't let any of their customers use it either. So yeah, we just cut them loose. Dennis and I, we will either wait until he's at work and then have McDonald's in Kailua, or we'll drive over to Kailua. It's only a whopping 6 miles. Everything is close here. So it's not like we have to drive 15 miles to get to the next McDonald's. That's true, right? About no bathrooms. I know, I had gone in the Denny's, this was years and years and years ago, and there was no soap. And I told them, there's no soap in the ladies' room. And they just shrugged and go, okay. And I said, no, that's not the answer. When you're in the bathroom, you need to be able to wash your hands with soap. And they go, oh, okay. But they didn't do anything about it. And I was like, I said, can you please bring some soap so I can wash my hands? They're building one 30 seconds from your house, so I'm so mad. A McDonald's 30 seconds from your house? What is that, like across the street and one house over? Right? Especially smelling the French fries. You got to get a hot air machine. The air fryer. They make just as good French fries, but without the grease. I'm not kidding. The first time I made the little skinny French fries in my air fryer, and we tasted it, and we looked at each other, and I said, I think this is as good as McDonald's. And Dennis was shaking his head. He said, I think it actually tastes better than McDonald's. Oh, he's going to love it, Janice. He's just got... Janice, does your son eat steaks? Pork chops? You can cook a steak in there. I like mine medium rare. It's awesome. You heat it up to 400 degrees for 3 minutes, and then pull out the thing, slap your steak in there, slam it shut, set the timer at 400 for, now medium rare, if it's about an inch thick, yeah, an inch thick, for medium rare it would be about 7 or 8 minutes. If you like it a little more done, it would be 9 or 10 minutes tops. I have at times opened it halfway through and flipped it, but it didn't really change much of anything. It gets a nice brownness to it regardless. And you don't have to wait. I used to do this the old-fashioned way that I had learned from the chefs on TV. You heat up your cast iron skillet and you sear both sides for a couple minutes, and then very carefully with the pot holder you carry your hot cast iron skillet. You throw it into a prepared oven that's at 450, and you cook it for another 3 or 4 minutes. You turn it off, you bring it out, take it off the heat, you tent it with Reynolds wrap, and you wait 6 minutes for all of those juices to come back together. So we're talking a good 15 minutes or more. And yeah, the air fryer is so much easier. It took a while before Alberta and her granddaughter tried it in the air fryer, and now they love it now that they've tried it. And the same thing with the pork chop. I would put a little salt and pepper on my pork chops. I don't bread them, but you could do it with breading anyhow. And heat it up, throw them in there, turn it on for a few minutes, and bam. Hi, Larson. Is that you, Jeannie? My friend Jeannie's last name is Larson. We went to high school together in Belgium. Oh, you're for Christine from Washington State. You're not Jeannie. Okay. Well, what part of Washington State? My daughter lives in Bremerton. Oh, well, that's awesome. Is Larson your first name? Oh, no, excuse me. You're Christine. Apparently, I need some caffeine. Port Orchard. Oh, my goodness. She was living in Port Orchard, Christine. She was living in Port Orchard and moved maybe just 1 or 2 weeks prior to the tornado. How did your house survive the tornado? It's really great to meet a new person. I'm just happy. We have really, really great people that hang out together on my channel, and we're just one big happy family. So I hope that you can watch some of my other wacky videos, and maybe even subscribe and click the little bell so that you get the notifications. If you like to see somebody really I had somebody say, I don't like to watch somebody suffer, but it was suffering in a funny way. I did a mukbang, and it's called Hot and Sticky Mukbang if you look for it. And it was of Kentucky Fried Chicken. This was like 2 or 3 months ago. It was of Kentucky Fried Chicken, spicy chicken wing, not wings, strips or something. And I was thinking that being a national company, they would probably keep it kind of moderate and not all that hot. And so I'm doing this mukbang, and it's really, really hot. And my face and is getting redder and redder from the heat. And I'm just trying to hang in there and not be a poor sport and just eat it anyhow. It was really funny. So if you like funny videos like that, check that one out. But I have all kinds of things, cooking videos and reviews. I got videos where I actually put some makeup on and I look kind of pretty. Then I got times when I'm not, but that's okay. I'm a great grandma. I earned the right to not put my makeup on some days. And all of my viewers say that they love me no matter if I put my makeup on or not. So phooey with that. I was sorry that I didn't get to see my daughter's house at Port Orchard, because you live a distance from the impact zone, but I work at a grade school near the tornado. Oh no. Do I have a hot pot yet? Are you talking about the Instapot, the pressure cooker Instapot? Oh my goodness, Christine, I can talk you through this because I got a 20-year-old granddaughter and I got her an Instapot and she was scared too, and I have talked her through it. And just last night she did great big turkey wings in hers, and she's not scared anymore. So definitely, I've got some where I show me cooking. Janice, can you remember what it was that I cooked in my Instapot? But I kind of talked you through it in there too. And I have my Instapot right over there. And you know, Christine, oh, I did the curry stew, okay. You can cook them. I've been doing, now this is my third pressure cooker, and I'll tell you why why the other two went bye-bye and I threw them away. Because they were a different brand, and their inner pot had that non-stick coating, and it started to flake off. Now, like rice cookers or anything with non-stick coating, if it starts to flake off, please throw it away. I know it sounds terribly wasteful, but the fact is it's so unhealthy for you because they're thinking there's cancer-causing things that if the flakes get in your food, or even cancer-causing things that are like in where the stuff came off. So now the Instapot, the beauty of it is stainless steel. And yeah, I wore out my other two pressure cookers. I love those, but I love the Instapot way better. And I can really help you. I can help you not be scared. And they do have a lot of safety precautions built into the Instapot. Now, there's one from about 2-3 years ago, a lady that got burned, and it's all over the Facebook. If you look, it's, first of all, it's not an Instapot. It's a Presto, which is a lower grade, a lower quality company. Their stuff is not on the par of the Instapot. And number two, she's saying that when she went to open it, now she's burned on one side, and like my husband figured out, it looks like she wrapped her arm around it like this and was trying to bully. Never bully your Instapot. If the pressure has been released, it's going to slide open and make that. It makes a cute little sound when you lock it. It goes doo-doo-doo-doo. And when you unlock it, it goes doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know. I can't imitate it. Okay, but it does. And I can teach you how to do this. Yeah, you don't want to bully. Never bully. Because like the last pressure cooker I had, okay, I'll tell you my mistake so you don't have to make it. I was trying to cook bratwurst in a whole bunch of beer. Now, you know how beer is kind of foamy? Okay, I never read the instructions, and the instructions say don't cook stuff that's gonna foam up. So yeah, I broke the rules, and what happened is the foam from the beer got in the inside, in one of the valves, got it all clogged up. So I was trying to go like this with the on the outside of it and release the pressure, and it was like not coming out, and I didn't know why. And I went like this to try to open it, and it was still really tight, because you can't open it when it's under pressure, so you don't even want to try. But what I had to do is I said, fine, I'm just going to let it sit there for a while. And I left it alone for like an hour, and I guess it naturally released little by little, a little bit, and then I was able to hit the thing. And then, so when I opened it, I could see that that one valve had been all junked up with the foam from the beer. Lesson learned, lesson learned. So, don't cook with stuff that would be foamy. Anyhow, when you release the pressure, and I can tell you all about that. So, no beer in the Instapot, Christine. That's right. So anyhow, the main things, like I was teaching my Savannah, my 20-year-old granddaughter, that you think about yourself as being like a pilot of an airplane. I know this because my dad was a navigator in the Air Force, and they had checklists. And pilots have checklists, and they have it in their head, and they actually have it written down there too. And you have to do step by step by step, just to double check yourself to make sure you're safe when you drive that plane. Okay, so same deal. When you're ready to drive your Instapot, you're going to go down the checklist. First thing you're going to check is the inner silicone seal. Make sure that that's inset on the inside, all tucked down nice and neat and tight with that metal. There's a metal ring that goes around, and there's a groove in the silicone in the middle. So you just double check every time. And the reason I tell you this is I had taken mine out to wash it. I don't always wash it. And I've talked to a lot of women that use Instapots, and a lot of times they just take and give a quick swish with their soapy sponge and then rinse it and then shake it out without even bothering the silicone seal, not taking it out. But this time I took it out and I was scrubbing it up, and I thought I had put it in, but I didn't put it in completely right. It was kind of flopping. It was loose on one side. So when I went to pressurize it, the steam started coming out, and it's typical for it to do a hissy sound and steam comes up, and then right when it gets pressurized, you'll hear a little click. That's the teeny tiny valve that's behind the knob, the teeny tiny silver valve that's behind the knob. That's when you hear that click, that's when it's finally pressurized. And when that click happens at the same exact moment, you'll see that the steam and the hissing stops just like that. Well, on this particular occasion, the steam did not stop coming out, and I did not hear the click. So I thought, and I just kept watching it, because when it pressurizes, then it'll start counting down. If you set it for 30 minutes, then once it's pressurized, within a minute you'll see 29. And then in a minute later you'll see 28. And you'll just see it going down, right? It wasn't doing that. So what I did is I hit the cancel button and real gently tried to do the steam thing. And there was no steam really needing to gush out because it had been coming out. And when I opened it, it opened real easy. It just slid like that, just slid open. And I looked, and then I saw that the seal was flopped up, and I had not tucked it down on one side. So I just tucked it down gently, and then I started the process completely over. Bam, solved the problem. So first thing is, make sure your seal is tucked around nice and neatly. You'll know. Okay, second thing, do not cook without some moisture. Whether it's spaghetti sauce or if you're steaming something, you need at least like half a cup to a cup of water to create steam. Without steam being created on the inside, you can't pressurize. Okay? So, and one thing I would say is, you'll see on the inside it says maximum. I would try not to go too high up towards that maximum line, especially with liquids. I think that's maybe not good. But as far as like if you have your liquids down below and maybe some meats and stuff are piling higher, 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 that's not too bad. Join a Facebook Instapot group. I'm on 2 of them. One is really, really diehard. They only want to talk about pressurized recipes. They don't want to talk about any of the other recipes. And like you've probably noticed by now, you have the ability to use it as a slow cooker. You have the ability to use it as a saute or saucepan or frying pan. So that group, they're really radical. They only want to talk about pressurized things. So, but I'm still a part of them. And then I have one for Hawaii Instapot users. So you might even find that people there locally in Washington and maybe even in Port Orchard have a Facebook Instapot group that you can talk story with. And you'll learn a lot from those ladies. So definitely. But I just love it. I've had this one for about a year, but and I've been using it throughout the year. I just recently have taken to using it much more because I am not with oh, it's like a cult, yeah. Oh, Pinterest is a good idea. Yeah, so now, also on the lid, let me grab my lid. Hold on, I'll be right back. Do, 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 do. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've been sitting down for a couple hours. My body says, oh no, don't get up. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ta-da! I survived. Okay, so here's my lid. Now you see these things in here? This knob correlates to this. That is the part that on my other one I got all junked up with beer bubbles. Okay, and you see this little valve down here? That correlates to this. Now, I've used this for a year and I've never needed to take these apart and clean them. And like I was telling my granddaughter, don't tell everybody at the house when they clean it, don't fuss with these. Just kind of rinse it off and swish it, and yeah, and then make sure you go like that over the sink and get the water out. Don't be taking this thing off. If there's a really bad emergency, once it's cooled down and you get it open, and etc., etc., if you need to clean it, there is a way to take it off and clean out, but by and far you're not going to have to do that. So I don't know what style you have, but if you look real close on any of them, it'll say sealing and it'll say venting. Now, if a recipe says NPR, I think it is, for natural pressure release, that means after it goes beep, 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 meaning your time has all been gone, sometimes it'll tell you NPR 10 or NPR 5 or whatever. That means let it release naturally on its own for that amount of minutes. And then sometimes they want you to just open it. So never put your hands or your face above here. This is where the steam's going to come out, okay? You will get burned. No need to be scared. You can take your finger this way. You can... Oh, never mind. My pot holder's over there. You can take a pot holder with your finger underneath it, hiding Like pretend the pot holder's over my hand. Go like this. You can even take a wooden spoon or something and make it slide from the sealed position. But don't be scared. Just stay, you know, as long as you're not above it, you're going to be okay. I usually just do my thumb like this. But I'm old school. I mean, I've been using it for years. You can imagine if I'm on my third one, I've done pressure cooking a lot. So, yeah. So now you might have one of the newer ones, which I'm jealous of, and I probably have to order. This is what I got. Now I saw that some of the new ones, they have handles that collapse down that you can actually get a hold of. So that's nice. Now, you put that in, you put a little bit of water in the bottom. Oh, I made the best pork ribs. Oh my goodness. If you like barbecue ribs, do you like pork barbecue ribs? This was super easy. I'm telling my 20-year-old granddaughter, anybody can do good barbecue ribs. Okay, you like them, good. Get yourself a rack of ribs. Now, where I got mine, when I turn them with the bone side down, and you're looking on the underneath side where there's like a membrane, right? Some butcher places take that membrane off, the bluish, and it's kind of got a iridescent shine to it. If you turn yours over and it's got the iridescent bluish shine to it, you need to take a little paring knife and kind of get it underneath the membrane and kind of open up the membrane and try to take it off. As a lot of times when I've had those, once I got it started at one end, I was able to get a hold of it and just kind of rip it off like this. It'll still have a little bit of a membrane, but it won't be that tough one. Okay. More than likely, you're going to get one that the membrane's already off, and then they'll just have a little membrane, but it's not going to be blue and iridescent, shiny, okay? What you do is you get yourself your favorite. Do you have a favorite rub for ribs? Because if not, I can run into my spices. There's so many different rubs, and I've tried some, and I didn't like them. And I've mixed my own up. You can mix your own up with brown sugar, salt, paprika, chili powder, black pepper. I have a few that I like. You're on the road then. So rub down your ribs. Oh, a little tip. Don't use a lot, but just use a little bit. Yellow mustard on both sides before you do the rub. You don't taste the mustard later, but it just really is, trust me on this, is good. Just a little, don't go nuts, don't have it thick. I have my husband stand, you know, and squirt just a little bit on, and then I rub it on, then I flip it over, and we put a little more squirt, but it's kind of like a drizzle, right? Drizzle and then rub, not a ton of it. And then you put pack your favorite rub on it. You're going to put this in the bottom. Put half a cup of water in the bottom. Then you curve your ribs around, and it kind of leans one onto the other, and it almost makes like a little teepee, like a little Indian teepee in there, okay? You put it in. You push manual. Oh, of course, you're going to lock you know how to lock it yet? You start it like this, and you turn it, and you hear that cute little sound, and then it's locked. It's locked down, okay? Sorry, I forgot. Put 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke in with the water that you put underneath the thing. 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. Your ribs, put it in, lock it down, the manual button, and then hit the plus or the minus, whatever, to get it to be at, say, 20 to 25 minutes. Let it go. Then when it's done, Let it naturally release for about 3 minutes. That'll let some of the steam out. Then hit it like this and make the thing. Gonna make the thing go like that. Gonna make the thing go like that. Okay? And then your ribs are almost done. Very carefully, because your bones might be falling out. That happened to mine. But I had cooked mine like 35 minutes, I think. The lady that was teaching it said 40. I thought, well, it looked pretty soft. My bones fell out. So that's why I'm telling you 20 to 25 minutes. Brush on your favorite barbecue sauce. Throw that sucker in the oven or your toaster oven on broil for about 5 minutes. Bring it out, flip it over, back in there for another 5 minutes. It's going to make the meat, whatever steam was still in your meat, making it too soft. It's going to dry it out just a teeny little bit, not a lot. You're still going to have juicy ribs. But it's also going to make the barbecue sauce adhere to your ribs. You should see the picture of my ribs. Now, I've been married 45 years. I've cooked a ton of delicious ribs. This was the best. And I told my husband, next time I do it, I want to cook it maybe 5 minutes less. So it'll kind of have like you have to pull a little bit on the bone, right? He said, you know, I know some people like it like that, but he says, this is really great, even though it's so soft. This is really great. So please try it. It is so good. I mean, it's like instant success. And you just were like, oh, look at me, I rock. It's like, and you can do it, Christine. I want to come the next time I come to Washington to see my daughter. I want to come and have you make me ribs. So, oh, you're welcome, honey. You know, I saw that on TV and I thought, ew. But I gave it a try one time and my husband and I love it. And like I said, it doesn't punch you in the mouth and you don't bite your rib and go, oh, there's mustard here. You don't, not at all, not at all. I would imagine if you went hog wild and had it really thick, that might happen. Not if you just put a little bit. Oh, you love mustard anyhow. Well, you know, in some states down in the South, I think it's Georgia, the barbecue sauce that they make, some states make it with a mustard base to it. So, but yeah, you will have guaranteed success on that. The only thing that might happen is if you cook it a little too long and the bones fall. It was so funny when I took it out, it didn't like fall apart like that. It's just when I set it down to brush the barbecue sauce, I had bumped one of the rib bones that was sticking out, and I noticed that it was really wiggly, and I took my fingers and it went like that, and I just gently, and it just slid right out. I was like, I just discovered how McDonald's makes McRibs. I'd always wondered how people made boneless ribs. Well, hello. It's easy. Just wiggle. You wiggle it, rotate it like that, and just slide it right out. So, also I've heard, but I haven't tried it, that instead of using water, the half a cup of water in the bottom of your thing, that you can put apple cider vinegar or even apple cider. Don't use beer. It would be so friggin' tempting, wouldn't it? I mean, beer and ribs, what could go better? Yeah, don't. Oh, golly. But there's so much you can make in here. I did away with my microwave. I used one just barely, and it had conked out on us. It was way old. So went and got another cheapy little one, 40 bucks or something. We had it for 2 weeks, and turned it on, and all of a sudden there was this noxious odor coming out of its backside, and we quickly turned it off and unplugged it, and there was something definitely not right. It was like an electrical smell. So my husband cut off the cord and threw it out in the rubbish. And I said, you know what? We don't use a microwave all that much. We can do anything that we use the microwave. We can use any of our other appliances to do it. So we've been living very happily without it now for maybe 8 months. So, and that's why I'm using this more. You know what? I put hamburger in here. What did I cook with hamburger? Oh, chili. I got a video showing me doing chili with frozen hamburger. Just throwing the frozen hamburger in there. Because I didn't think ahead enough to thaw out the hamburger. But we wanted chili because it was on a nice rainy, cold day, you know, a whopping 74 degrees over here. It was cold. 74 degrees. Anyhow. Sorry I bent your ear. I'm very passionate about it. I love my Instapot. But I love my air fryer. And I love, what else do I use? Crock pots. And I have practically every appliance. Hi, Loren. How you doing? I didn't see you come in. I was sharing my love for my Instapot with this nice young lady, Christine. She's from Port Orchard, where my daughter just moved away from a short while ago. Now, Christine, you said the tornado touched down by the school. Did the school get pulled down by the tornado? Did your town lose anybody to the tornado? I was all upset about it because my best friend Alberta, her older cousin lives in Port Orchard, and they could not get a hold of her. For 3 days they didn't know where she was. But she was okay. It was a couple miles from the school. We were fine, no injuries, very blessed. Oh, thank goodness. Loren, I've just been talking my arm off here. Talking my head off. I don't know what the euphemism is, but whatever it is, I've been doing it. This is a sweet lady from Washington. What do you do in Washington, Christine? Yeah, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Oh, you teach first grade. Wow. Yeah, I heard that it was rare. So you have a lot of patience then. I have a friend that teaches elementary school, and she's like, ah! When she first started teaching, she was like freaking out. Hard job, very hard job. Hey, Loren, you're probably going to watch this after we turn it off. But look at what I got at Ross's today. Now, my husband is going to give me a dirty stink eye when he sees. We had just talked the other day about, okay, we're going to save the new coffee mugs that Alberta gave us for Christmas. They're the ones that said, don't go baking my heart. And then I couldn't if I fried. We're going to save those. And then we're each going to get to save 1 or 2 coffee mugs. But the rest of them are hitting the road, Jack. And here I had to buy this at Ross's. But it was a requirement. You got to understand. You see, Loren, one of my presents from Alberta was this wonderful t-shirt. Oh, it's so soft, it almost feels like cashmere. Anyhow, it says in big bold letters, I need coffee. And then underneath it in smaller letters, it says, and a donut. So when I saw, and this was the last. Okay, Christine. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad I can help. Don't be scared. Just do your checklist, the sealing thing. Make sure the checklist is the sealing thing in here. Check this is set on. And now, you know, with the Instapot, when you don't want to cook, like you want to use it for a slow cooker, then put it over here to venting. You don't put it for sealing, okay? Sealing's for pressure cooking, hun. So, checklist. 1, 2, put it on, lock it. You'll hear your pretty little sound that says you're locked, and then you're good to go. Okay, hun? And please get back with me, Christine, and let me know of your success. And I'm sure you are going to have success. Loren, she's going to make barbecue ribs like I did the other night. Okay, love you, Christine. I'm so glad you joined our little family. Send you hugs and kisses. Okay, I'm going to go to McDonald's tonight for the first time in 2 weeks. I'm all a quiver. My husband was on vacation and we didn't get to go. It's his favorite place. We met on a blind date at McDonald's, so it's our favorite place. Alrighty, Christine. You have a great 2019. Happy New Year. Oh, that's so great to make a new friend. And it's so great to see you, Loren. I've been just talk. It's Mama Shark, Mama Shark, I had my lunch. I did show and tell. I showed what I got at Ross's. I got this to hold my paper towels. Look, it's got little sunflowers on it. And I got similar, but not with the sunflowers, for each bathroom upstairs. Because I'm going to keep paper towels in each bathroom instead of a hand towel. So much more hygienic, yeah? So, and then let's see, Melody, she sent me a kit. You know when Melody sent me that thing that she had made me that had sunflowers? Well, she knows I like chickens too. And she ordered this for me. And it's the kit. She gave me everything I need to make it myself. So I'm going to try, even though I'm not a crafty person, I'm going to try doing this. And I might even try it in a video and show you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly of me trying. I'm not a crafty person. My talents are in the kitchen. So, okay. I'm drinking a ton of water. I'm doing my vitamins. I'm cutting down my portion sizes because this is the year. This is the year. Everybody's like, if I could get my hands around that shark's neck. Yeah, so this is the year, and I'm thinking I'm not going to try to knock myself out. You know, 5-6 years ago when I lost 160 pounds in 10 months, I was really going and exercising a lot to the gym, and I'm not up for that anymore. So I'm thinking it's a good goal to lose 3 pounds every week. I know that doctors say 1 pound, but they don't really say that to morbidly obese people, so 3 pounds will be fine. I'll need to keep myself... Oh! Who's going to bed? Michelle had already ducked out to have her dinner. She was making real goulash. Who is here? We got 4 people. Anyhow, yeah, Michelle made real goulash. So, I may or may not travel to the mainland. I'm thinking it's a possibility, possibly travel to the mainland and rent like a car, or I don't know. I don't think I'm up for driving an RV. If I had a traveling partner that was there in case of anything to calm me down, in case we had to call for help or whatever. But I was thinking it would be so great if I could travel, rent a car and travel all around, because I got friends down in Florida. I got Frank and Aggie. I haven't seen them for 35 years. And then Sam, my friend that used to be on the TV show Married at First Sight. She wants to meet me in person because we've been like really close buddies. I mean, really close. And really loving each other for probably 2 or 3 years now. And she wants to meet me in person, and to the point where she even offered to come over here. But with the young child, she's got like a brand new baby. Isabella is a whopping 16 weeks old. She's not brand new. She's still got that new baby smell though, I'm sure. And I'm thinking they're a young couple. They're planning a big wedding down the road. I don't know exactly when. I know the talk had been maybe this September, but you know how when you first get engaged, you're not quite sure when you want to put it off. Anyhow, she was saying that maybe they should fly over. She's never seen Hawaii, but I'm like really hesitant to ask her to spend that kind of coin right at this point in time in her family's life. Do you hear all these trucks that are zooming up and down my street? Woo! They think that we're the highway, I think. We got a highway out that runs perpendicular down out there. So anyhow, and let's see. We've been doing a lot of work on the house. I don't know, but I think if it was only our dumpster downstairs, we more than likely could fill the entire thing up with stuff that we really don't need. But Dennis has been carrying stuff down, and the house is starting to feel a little lighter. Still a long way to go, but it's a work in process, so we keeping that motivation. What have you set your heart on doing different in 2019? And all 4 of you comment. Sippy, sippy. I should go and put my Miracle Whip away. It's been out since I made my peanut butter sandwich. I'm not seeing talking. My hip is starting to hurt again. Loren, you said it. Tell Dennis that you said it's okay. I have another mug. It looks like it's got a little nick out of it here. Or that could be the sticky stuff. Yeah, it's the sticky stuff from their sticker that they always put on the bottom. I'm so anxious to wash it up. Now I want to pick up donuts tomorrow morning. Have my coffee and have my donut. That's not really on my diet, is it? You know, I think when I'm on my diet, that's the hardest meal to figure out. I know here in our island, we have a local baker that makes these oat cakes. They're square, they're this square, they're this thick, and they are so good. They're oat cakes that have all kinds of cranberries and all kinds of yummy stuff in them, and they're really high in calories. So I know the last time I was losing weight, I would cut one in half and I would eat it really slow because it's so dense that it really fills you up. So I would eat half of one of those. But breakfast for me is a hard meal to figure out what it is that I want to eat for breakfast. Somebody new came in. Oh no, it's Loren. The dollar store sells shower curtain liners. Oh, okay. That's good. We don't have a dollar store though. It just dawned on me, hey, we don't have a dollar store. We used to have something called Price Busters. It was kind of close to your dollar stores. It was like cheaper than Walmart. But the next time I go to Walmart, I'll just find a liner. Right now I've got owls, and owls are going to go bye-bye because I used to be into owls, and I'm not into owls anymore. So letting the owl thing go. I still like to see them, but like I've got pictures of the Hawaiian owl that this one photographer has captured some amazing shots of. I like to look at those, but as far as collecting stuff, I think I'm done with collecting owls. It's chickens now. It's chickens' turns. Oh, Loren, it was so sad. On Facebook last night, somebody was telling that they got, some guy threw a box of baby chickens at her. And he said that he had grabbed them from the mother. And they were like just hatched, teeny tiny. Like 2 or 3 black ones, 2 or 3 yellow ones, and then 2 or 3 that are kind of brown. And poor little things just hatch out of their eggs. And he had grabbed them from the mom. I don't know why he did. And then he just threw the box at her, and he didn't tell her where the mother was, so she couldn't take him back to the mother chicken. And so yeah, everybody here in Hawaii was trying to help her figure out what to do late at night with these little chickens. So finally, it worked out that this one lady named Deanie, she happens to raise chickens for her daughter, and she also has, they have a peacock and another bird or 2 of some sort. Anyhow, she said that she would meet up and take them off of her hands and come and bring them to take care of them over there at her house. So that worked out, but everybody was upset because, like, who does that? Grabbing the poor little chickens away from the mama. They could live on your ranch, huh? I would have told her to bring them here and drop them in our courtyard where the 20 or 30 chickens hang out. But the thing is, since they didn't belong to this group of chickens, I was scared that the chickens might peck them to death. Do you think they would? Anyhow, that's why I did not suggest it to her, and thankfully somebody else stepped up. So, wow, it's 20 minutes before 3 hours. That's a marathon. I got busy telling that Christine lady how to use her Instapot because she was scared. So many people are scared of them. I guess I could start cleaning up my mess. I think you're watching the video. There's a nice note. Oh. Here's a nice note from Melody. Okay. Well, you gotta talk to me. Not only you, Loren. There's other people in here too. Yep, there's other people in here. Okay. All done. Okie dokie. There's all the rubbish. So, I've got a hoarse voice from talking so much. So, I think I'm going to close down. And I hope you guys have a great evening. It's already late there where you're at. It is coming up on 4 o'clock in Hawaii. So West Coast is at 6 o'clock and East Coast is 5 hours, so they're at 9 o'clock. So you guys need to go to bed shortly. Anybody else want to talk about anything? If not, I'm going to say goodnight. And I'm going to go watch some videos. I'm going to stretch my legs out because my sciatica has been hurting again. So, and I will be leaving in about an hour and 20 minutes to go get Dennis. His first day back at work. Poor Ting. He's going to be sad that he's been back at work. Oh, Kathy. Kathy, I'm surprised Kathy hasn't popped in. Anyhow, love you guys. Oh, battery power at 15%. You see? I got to go anyhow. Love you. Sending kisses. You have a good evening. Night.